Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Good morning, dear devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. So we are continuing to read Nectarean Ocean of the Holy Name by His Holiness Sachinandana Swami. The Path to the Spiritual World. How can the fallen living beings be liberated from the tortures of material existence, even though they have rebelled against Krishna and have left the Chitta Vaibhav, the spiritual manifestation, to enter the Achitta Vaibhav? By his mercy, Krishna descends as Avatara in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in order to propagate the chanting of the holy name to these fallen souls. He appears in the age known as the most fallen, namely Kali Yuga. In this age, no other Vedic rituals are effective as chanting the holy names. In order to liberate the conditioned souls from the power of material energy, Krishna has revealed the Vedas. They are supposed to lead the living entities via Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda to Upasana Kanda. In the beginning, the living entity should learn how to redirect his activities towards God, that is Karma Kanda. Later, the intellectual activities, the power of thinking, Jnana Kanda, should be dedicated to God until finally the path leads to Upasana Kanda, worship of Sri Krishna. This includes worshipping the demigods as parts of Krishna. Lord Shiva, for example, can be worshipped as the greatest devotee of Sankarshan, with the result of becoming freed from material ego. Similarly, one can worship Lord Brahma as a worshipper of Pradyumna and thus obtain intelligence. Upasana Kanda, in other words, refer to any kind of worship, including that of the demigods, provided it is performed with the understanding of their position as Krishna's servants. As Srila Prabhupada says, the exclusive aim of Upasana Kanda is to attain pure worship of Krishna. The whole Vedic adventure is to draw one's attention entirely unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna without any diversion, as instructed in the Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavatam 241 purport. Srila Prabhupada speaks of Bhagavad Gita 15:15. By giving all classes of men the opportunity to start at their respective levels of advancement, the Vedas want to attract the vast variety of different conditioned mentalities, thus offering them a chance to advance in spiritual life. In Kali Yuga, however, this gradual, fairly complicated process, which leads to pure worship of Krishna through engagement of body and mind, is no longer effective. In this age of quarreling and hypocrisy, men are too fallen to follow this process. In Kali Yuga, karma and jnana even draws one away from Krishna. This can be seen in many contemporary Indians. They are strongly attached to the process of exclusive demigod worship without any interest and detachment. What to speak of worshipping Krishna? Similarly, the Gyanis who want to merge into the impersonal Brahman without the desire to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. These two processes, although described in the Vedas as a means to proceed towards Krishna, are no longer practical in Kali Yuga. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to give us the holy name like a father who realized that he has to administer a very strong medicine to cure his severely diseased child. The most evident difference between bhakti as taught by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and other philosophy and process for self-realization is that in bhakti, the way and goal are the same. Krishna's holy name is the way, but is also the goal, Krishna himself. So the following story illustrates the point. Once there was a beggar who went to the king because he wanted to see gold. The king said, "Well, climb up these stairs which lead to my treasury and open the last door. There you will see gold." The beggar climbed up the stairs, opened the door, and saw the chamber filled with gold. Then, when he turned around, he realized that the stairs he had climbed up were also made of gold. Since he had not known what gold looks like, he simply could not recognize it until he saw the gold filled treasury. Similarly, the way to attain Krishna, namely the chanting of the holy name, is already Krishna himself. And only because we forgot our relationship with Krishna, we are not aware of this fact. However, once we start the path of bhakti, Krishna will gradually reveal himself through his holy name. We owe this path to the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and, of course, to his most dear servant Srila Prabhupada, who took the holy name to the West. So I think we can stop here. This is such a good section today for reading. So, in the Vedas, the different, always we read about the different forms of bhakti, like, people who start with karma kanda, then there is the jnana kanda. Like, really, karma is really focusing everything that doing the right thing and then offering the results to Krishna, so that's bhakti. But even doing the right thing is like karma, right? So now Sachinanda Swami Maharaj is explaining that in today's day and age, people are so attached that they may not even want to do that things, like karma kanda or even jnana kanda. Because anyways, yeah, who is interested in reading scriptures anyways? That's what I was listening to this one other class where it was like, see, people can watch movies for 3 hours straight. You also hear about at work, right? People binge watch all these shows and things like that. You can go hours with a show. All that is no problem. But if somebody is going to give a class, by the time it is like 45 minutes, 1 hour, everybody starts getting restless. If it exceeds a little bit more, then it is like, okay, what is happening now? Why are we going so far? Have you seen the restlessness, right? Everybody has. So forget about sitting and listening to a class or even reading a scripture for, certain time, like even 30 minutes or 1 hour, because in Kali Yuga, our brain is like so short wired, it immediately wants distraction. We cannot keep focusing or reading through the scriptures for such long time. So that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew our condition. We are going to be like so fallen, so deteriorated, cannot focus, cannot do any of this stuff. And that's how he gave us the chanting of the holy name, that the holy name is the path and is also the goal. And that's where beautiful example given of the person who went up to find the treasury of gold. He didn't even realize that the path all the way to getting to the gold was also gold. So similarly, again, our condition is so fallen. We sit with a chanting bag every day, chanting beats. We are chanting, not even realizing that Krishna is with us all along. And here we are trying to say, oh, someday or the other, I'll become a pure devotee and then I'm going to see Krishna. So it was very nice, I think, today's paragraph where it is like, just realize that every time you're uttering the holy name, Krishna is with you right then and there. He's dancing on your tongue. As the moment you say Krishna, he's right there with you. So very good realization.